Okay, and we are back. Most of us. Em is AFK. They had a very rough day at work, so we're gonna go ahead and let them have their rest, and we're gonna go ahead and soldier on in this. Thank you very much, Wiz. Good to be back. So,
are we unmuted?
You are unmuted. Yes. Thank you for checking in, though. Good looking out. There is now a unicorn that is sort of regenerating its wounds, and a whole lot of dead bodies in the clearing. So I guess my question is, what do you do? Dream is going to go ahead and, as cats are wont to do on occasion, sort of be out of sight and following along and still acting and doing things, but isn't going to be super present.
I break the freaking ice and start looting bodies.
So yes, the first thing is Tarl's like, all right, this is enough. Roll me, Tarl, a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Yes. Dexterity saving throw.
Awesome.
Thank God.
So yes,
my action's awesome, by the way.
you are 100% able to break out of the ice and like backflip onto the ground in a perfect 3-point superhero's pose. Yes, a landing you never want to do in real life.
But Anton seeing it being like, Carl, where were you?
Encased in ice, you asshole.
Oh, you could dodge better than that. And he will, seeing that there's no immediate orcs around, slide off, dismount the unicorn. And turn to face it and just be like, and he'll try in Elven be all,
so
speak this language?
before we move on with the scene, this is, of course, because this always happens, an NPC that's turning into someone that you're talking to, which means I need a name. Wiz, if you're still with me, what is the name of this unicorn? I want desperately with all my heart to say Butt Stallion, but that's because I just finished Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I need a name for this unicorn. Take some time. Doesn't have to be right now. Gail, continue saying what you were saying.
Do you speak this language? In Elven?
I'm double checking the unicorn's intelligence, but the answer is almost certainly yes.
Yeah, they definitely Sylvan or Elven.
They definitely speak both Sylvan and Elvish. Its voice comes out not like Mr. Ed, but more like almost a. It's audible, but the sound comes from around you, as opposed to the sound like coming from the mouth of the unicorn. And she says, "Yes, I understand you. Thank you for your rescue." That's not the voice I want. Come on, Cunningham.
Tarlax, or not Tarlaxel, but Talon is like, this is a rescue.
No, but we were heading in the same direction, and Anton like gestures to his tunic that has the rampant silver unicorn on it. Didn't want to pass up that opportunity to see. This is my first time meeting a unicorn. I am Anton Cheval. Again, gesturing to the crest on his thing.
Give me a persuasion or diplomacy check. Whichever one is better for you.
Persuade. Well, diplomacy isn't a check.
Deception.
You're right. Or deception is what I meant, not diplomacy. I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder lately.
Persuasion is better for him. All right, let's go. Oh,
amazing.
Fuck yes.
Sometimes, my friends, sometimes your luck, when it exactly is necessary for a roleplay purpose, sometimes your luck is uncanny. Absolutely uncanny. So, with a 24, the unicorn will sort of step back and bow her head a little bit and say, "I will tell tales of your valor tonight, young knight." What is... Oh, wait, you already gave your name. I would also like to give you one other favor. If it is within my power, you have but to ask, and it will be granted. With the limit that I cannot be bound for longer than 10 days.
Hmm. It's all right. I'm not looking for a amount as fitting as you would be. And he kind of looks over his shoulder because we're still hearing the noises from far off. This wasn't a quiet battle, right?
No, it was not, and there are definitely forces like closing in around you.
Here's what I ask of you in repayment for our assistance here. 3 strands of your lovely mane, and for you to lead, not endangering yourself, of course, but you're rather bright and can catch some attention. If you would mind leading that rabble southward rather than northward for as much as you can.
It will be done. Thank you, kind knight. And the unicorn will begin to sort of flare that magical light that it has, and will dart off toward the south, and you can already hear that there are orcs like in pursuit.
Nice. And he got the three
And he got the 3
strands of
hairs
hair.
as well, yes.
Yeah. Putting that away.
So we're gonna kind of fast forward here.
Did we get any good loot? Did Taro get any good loot off of the anything?
Yeah, I mean, I
noting?
was looting bodies.
So yes and no. You don't really find much of value. A few coins that I'll go ahead and add to your sheets outside of the stream
In so much as it matters to this party.
at this point.
I mean, yeah.
But I will say that you find in one of the orc satchels a bottle of a deep, like, maroon juice with a cork.
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a medicine check, please.
I have a +5, but I got 7. That's
Oof,
Yeah, I
and
do not
oof.
have the ability to do medicine, apparently.
Does anyone else want to think before I give the let's go ahead and have Dream do it
Maybe
as well. Maybe.
Wait, in
maybe.
medicine or Arcana, did you say?
I just said medicine for this one.
Okay.
There we go. That's a decent roll. It's not blood. It's not the right viscosity. It's probably some kind of juice.
Weird. Well, have you done rooting around in their entrails? Can we get back to the mission?
Oh,
well, like, Chopper will
certainly,
just-
my
Chopper
lord.
will take-
Oh, the Grand Lord on the
Chomper will take the potion and will take a long town and will taste it, because you can identify potions by taste.
This is something you know, Chomper. It's weird, but it tastes like good berry and alcohol.
We've established that Dreamer understands Chomper. Chomper will say that to Dreamer, like in a long, rumbling, hissing tone.
It translates it through.
Yes.
Don't eat that one. It's evidence. Put it in the bags.
He'll cork it, but throw it at Anton.
Not gonna make any rolls there.
Just like put it away, like you put it away. I am not your errand boy.
So
Onward.
you are able to make your way without further incident to the spot that both Tarl and Dream's information sort of revealed as the source of the food. And as
Chomper is eating the orc war chief's head like an apple.
Of course. Yeah.
It's also one of the reasons I wanted the unicorn to get gone before
someone
shit.
clip that, please. Just
I want
give me that
I want
clip.
part of that. I'll do it if I have to,
So
but-
God, I did not need to visualize that tonight. So yes, you crest a hill, and what you see is essentially the background that I have been showing this whole day. You crest a hill and you find a clearing in the forest, and the clearing is fairly broad, it's fairly wide, and as you look down, you note that there is this sort of log cabin that's not quite like expertly crafted, in the center of an extraordinarily large and lush pumpkin patch.
Are these the good berries?
What are you doing?
Those are pumpkins. You don't know what pumpkins are?
I know what pumpkins are. But
Where the
what I'm saying is I have suspicions.
And like Anton's thinking back through his nobody mentioned that there was a farm out here, that there was a house, like none of that. This isn't supposed to be here, as far as they know, right?
Right.
Are there any orcs in the immediate, like we're on the edge of the clearing looking in, right?
Give me, here's a weird one. Give me an Arcana check. Anyone who wants to can. I don't think
Sure,
Chopper's
I'll
gonna
try
make
it. I'm terrible at Arcana.
Wow.
but
Wow.
sure.
Wow. Okay,
Or-
so
I'm not
I
even
didn't
gonna
move
bother.
over, but
Why does he keep being amazing at things? God damn it, Anton.
Anton is as good as he thinks he is. That's the problem, apparently.
Unfortunately.
So I didn't switch over to the game board in time. That was a natural 20 for a total of 22 for Anton. Fucking, I totally forget what the original roll was
Sorry
for.
about that.
Oh, it was Arcana. Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. My mom wandered was in the room that's downstairs that she's not supposed to be in because it's a tripping hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, kitty.
Thank
So
you, kitty.
I'm sadly losing what I wanted to give you with that Arcana check.
Like where this farm came out of nowhere from.
Right.
like-
Yes. Okay. No, that's perfect. You realize as you look back that at some point you traveled into a hallucinatory terrain. This is not a thing that you're unfamiliar with. You know that sometimes people who are schooled in illusion magic can take whole areas and disguise them to look like something else. This is not the first time you've encountered it. And it's not the first time that you have seen through it. So you're in this place, you see this pumpkin patch, and you think, wait a second. I know the feeling of passing through illusion magic.
Yeah.
This isn't visible from the air.
He will say quietly as much to the companions of, this is an illusion. This isn't real. Why the fuck would they make pumpkins? This is more suspicious than just more forest. What the fuck are they thinking?
Could it have been easier? I don't know.
Hallucinatory terrain's pretty advanced magic. I mean, we're here looking for mages, but watch out for mages. All right, but as far as like the terrain being here, we can't see anybody. There's no orcs walking around as part of the illusion. There's no people walking around as part of the illusion, right?
No, there are like orc patrols going around this area, but at this point you've clocked their pattern and you're able to maneuver past them pretty easily. So this area is well patrolled, but you are able to evade those patrols. You don't see any lights on in the cabin.
But yeah, because we're into the evening now, right?
Yes, we're definitely into nighttime, and the moon is coming close to full. It's not quite there yet.
I mean, unless Dreams, you got something that can like dispel all of this, or are we just gonna have to muddle through?
Dream
I don't think Dream has
does not
dispel, right?
materialize. I'm sure he's out there somewhere, but it's like when I call my cat and tell him to come over here, and he does not listen. You're pretty sure he's around somewhere, but he does not respond to your words.
All
You're
right.
used to this.
well, I'm not paying you two to stand around. Go figure it out.
He'll say something. He'll say something in a rolling hiss.
So I'm
All
gonna
right,
say
well,
for
I'm gonna
now.
sneak around and try and figure shit out.
Yeah,
I guess.
for now, I'm gonna say you're about 600 feet from this pumpkin patch. You've got an opening of a few minutes so that you can enter the grounds in between the patrols. You don't even have to be particularly stealthy. Like, once you figured out these orcs' patterns, it was pretty easy to evade them. They are
Yeah.
taking up a very large amount of space, and although there's about, at last count, 1,500 or so of them, that's not, like, a huge amount when it comes to the amount of space that they're covering. So you can totally get through them.
Yeah. All right. Well.
So you head in, I imagine. I'm going to go ahead and share a map to you all.
He'll finish the last bits of the orc and just toss the scalp away like one would discard an apple core.
God, that's awful.
Yeah. Did we, on the journey here to this point, with the unicorn running interference for us, did we have the opportunity for a short rest in that time or no?
Yes, good question. I will say that you are able to take a short rest in
All
that.
right.
So if you need to spend any sort of
I'm gonna roll a
hit
die. See if I oh, totally +5. I'm a little better. It didn't actually say what my wounded was, and I was wounded for like 21.
Yeah, 21. If you didn't manually put it in, then
good
okay,
point.
So,
Okay,
okay.
so 21 minus 5 is
16. Yeah. So you're at wounded 16. So you can keep rolling them. I mean, this is a one shot, everybody. Roll the hit dice while you got them.
Yeah, there's literally no point in saving them.
Like, how many hit dice
Rolling a
do
3
I
on a
have?
D12 always feels
8.
bad, man.
You have 1 per level, so
Yeah, and your sheet should like tell you.
yeah. So now you're just at 2 wounded. All right, you're fully
Yeah,
recovered
I
now.
am fully recovered.
Now I'm fully recovered.
Chomper,
Cool.
you took some serious damage.
Completely.
Yeah, like enough to down Calder.
Calder who? I don't recognize that name in this session. So
It's okay. Anton.
I've sent you the map that we're working with.
Mine
Did
came
you?
through as a giant question mark.
Yes.
It'll load. It's taking a while to load, but it'll load.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So
That's
I
a
need it
lot
shared-
of pumpkin.
I need it shared with me again because I did not know what that was. It's
Yeah,
just a
totally.
big question mark on it, like a big grotesque red question mark that was heavily pixelated.
I bought this, by the way, and I will try to remember, especially on the YouTube VOD, to leave a link to the module that I got this image from, because artists deserve to be paid.
Yeah.
I paid
This is
for
very
that
cool.
art, by the way. I paid for it, and you should pay for it too. I like this scene.
Should I not be zooming in and seeing all the secrets on the map?
The secrets on the map aren't really secrets because I'm not like... For me, it's just a pumpkin patch field. Yes, I see there are skeletons in there. It's Halloween. There's spooky stuff.
Okay. But so we're coming from the south, right?
Yeah, you're coming up from the south. So, let's talk marching order. Chomper is in front. Yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Anton is following 15 feet behind, more or less using Chomper as a guide in the, because it's nearly a full moon, so it's like dim light out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely dim light. If you don't have dark vision, you get disadvantage on attacks.
I am deploying my lantern, sir.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm staying kind of away from
Yeah,
Anton and
you're
his
breaking wide.
lantern. So I'm definitely on the other side of that fucking tree.
It is the Lantern of Revealing. It is a hooded lantern that burns for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil. It has a 30-foot radius and can have of normal light and dim light for an additional 30 feet. And invisible creatures and objects are visible for as long as they're within the light, the bright light.
So yeah, you do want to avoid this one, Carl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So you pull out your lantern, and that will dispel any sort of disadvantage on perception. And as you're approaching, I do need a perception check from everybody. And this
I have one.
This is where in YouTube I need to start cueing the spooky music.
It's still dark out here. I'm just a human.
I am really annoyed by that fucking lamp.
So as you're walking forward towards the cabin, you do notice that there are no visible lights coming from inside the cabin. And each one of you individually is certain that a pumpkin that was once there is now there.
That was once there is now there?
Like you're pretty sure a pumpkin was once in that one spot, and now like you turn your head and the same pumpkin is like in a different spot. Each one of you notices individually. What do you do?
Is this still the hallucinatory terrain? Like,
you are inside, but you have now successfully disbelieved the hallucinatory terrain.
Okay.
Chomper will growl and will hurl a javelin at the apparently moving pumpkin.
And it goes right through the pumpkin. It was a perfect shot. Looks very impressive. Nothing happens.
It's an illusion, dumbass. Keep moving.
That's the perfect response for all those rolls. So as you get close to the log cabin there, the ground begins to rumble, and the pumpkins definitely begin to move.
Cool.
And they begin to move. And
Chomper I'll pull a potion and down it as this happens.
Okay. And you notice, and I will leave it to you all how much experience each of your characters have had with the blight, but you notice as the vines begin to shake and as the pumpkins begin to like move in your direction, that blackness, that black vein of the blight is contaminating, now that you look at it, the entire pumpkin patch. I'm gonna need some initiative, and this is gonna be rough.
Yeah, because I'm in the pumpkin patch. It's fantastic.
Can Anton have also downed a potion?
Yes.
Because he does.
This is not a surprise thing. You have time. If there are any precasts you want to do, in fact, I will go ahead and have Dream cast heroism on was it Chomper
Anton?
or was it Anton? It was Anton.
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
And
so give me a moment.
Chomper will enter a rage. We'll enter a rage the moment he sees something.
Surprise. Okay.
I'm going to. Sorry, that's actually perfect. In response to the surprise, I will enter a rage and not be surprised.
Was it? Yeah, we're not surprised. We clocked that something was happening.
I'm about to make something visible. Here we go.
Is that to scale?
Yes.
What the fuck?
An entire section of the pumpkin patch erupts upward and begins to crawl towards you, as these pumpkins are sort of individually fairly small, but making up this very large sort of mass of pumpkins with a very large, gigantic gourd in the middle with a very large, gaping, gnashing maw that might, like, remind certain characters that aren't here of a roper. So I want to be clear, even this image is not quite to scale, because this thing is like traveling through the pumpkin patch. Like, this is the pumpkin patch. The patch has risen against you. And we're going to go ahead and get started with an advantage from Kistrel. So, Chomper, your first D20 roll will have advantage. What do you do?
Well, ahem. Would it be okay if I use that advantage on on something other than my initial attack?
What's that?
Well, I'm going to enter reckless attack and charge this motherfucker.
Okay. I'll let
So
you
would
put it
have
off.
advantage
Sure.
anyway.
Yeah. Alternately, you can take a +5 in addition to advantage. That's how we've run this in the past.
I want the advantage on something else.
Okay.
I'm going to be making a. I'm going to be using my bonus action attack first for reasons that will become clear.
Sure. You miss with the bite.
Okay, that's good to know. My normal bite, which is why I also wanted the advantage here.
Nice.
And I will. All right, and my second attack. Miss.
Just barely a miss, but I will say, you know that was just barely a miss.
How is that? How is my perfect? How am I? Has my attack only at a +3?
That does.
Yeah,
that does seem weird.
It should be +3 plus your strength.
Yeah, I'm wondering how. Oh, there's no listed bonus for this attack that you generated, sir.
It would not surprise me if I messed something up. Go ahead and fix it, and we'll pretend that it would not have affected any other combat prior to now.
Yeah.
So that should have been more than a 14, so go ahead and deal your damage.
Yeah, that should have been a 20. It should have been a 20 and a 17, respectfully.
Yeah, go ahead and deal the damage on both of them, yes.
Yeah, all 3 attacks should have hit.
Yeah,
all 3 attacks should have hit. Cool. Cool. Then the first attack's damage will also get me some temporary HP.
Yes. Is that the rage you're going with?
That was my bonus action bite because I'm using the feature of the lizard folk.
Yes. When you bite, you get to basically devour them for HP.
Yep. And then I'm going to use the barbarian feature where I bite them and devour them for HP. That was 3 successful attacks, so that would be 8 plus 8 plus 13, so a total of 29.
Excellent. Yes. So, to be clear, this is a roiling mass of vines and pumpkins. So you're going up and you are like crushing pumpkins in your jaws and stabbing them with your tail, and you're definitely like breaking some stuff, but this is a giant mass of plants.
I don't have a tail right now. I have this giant crocodilian jaw.
That's the part that I should have asked you to describe before. Yes, let's talk a little bit about the difference in this rage, because you have choices as a beast barbarian.
Yeah, as he sees the rolling mass of pumpkins as it fills him with rage, Chomper hates this. He hates this for a very, very specific reason. He hates fighting plants. He's not a vegetarian. So he will elongate the jaw so he can start chewing through this monstrosity and just get it. Much in the same way that a child must be forced to eat their vegetables. He's just gonna grit his teeth and muscle through it.
And deal with it. Yeah, he's not gonna enjoy it, but he's gonna get it done.
Oh yeah. And so he's just chomping his way like this horrible, grotesque crocodile through this thing.
I am pulling up Daydream's thing really quick. I think I can drop heroism, and that'll be before combat. So give me a sec.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into actions. There we go. Heroism on Anton. Excellent. Okay, heroism is there. That was already a thing. We're gonna go ahead and do let's say, well, a bonus action, we're going to give a D8 to Chomper. Chomper, you get that D8.
Yeah.
Inspo.
And then they're going to cast, let's say, Fear. Unfortunately, the thing is very successful in saving against that fear, but we still have a couple of buffs out there. Anton, it's your turn. You feel so heroic.
That's weird. It didn't give me the temp HP. I'll put that on there. Okay, because I get 5 at the beginning of my turn.
Each turn, yeah.
Yep. Okay. What is the fucking range? I was just looking at it.
These pumpkins are not difficult terrain.
I'm a hexit. So it is hexed, and it has disadvantage on strength.
Okay.
Checks. And then so that's my 1 free cast per day with my special thing, so it doesn't even take a spell slot. Then I'm gonna move on up and see. Yeah, I've got a 10-foot reach. There we go. Move on up there.
That's perfectly fine.
Start taking swings.
Very nice.
Cool. And then I put the hex on me to do the extra damage.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
So, fun fact, you notice as this happens, the hex damage is necrotic.
Yeah.
It does not even notice that at all. You slash it, but the hex part bounces right off it.
So like it doesn't even, it's immune to the necrotic is what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's what I'm laying down. Yeah.
Okay. Well, second attack.
Very nice. Less nice, but it happens.
And since I'm gonna take a step back to there. Yeah. And yeah, that's it still has disadvantage on strength checks if that ever comes up.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Tarl, holy crap, you're fighting a pumpkin patch.
I am. I would like to, if possible, because it is my first thing, so I've got 40 feet of movement, actually use part of it to get over to here, right?
Yep. You're not exiting its threatened space, so you do not have an attack of opportunity yet.
And can I get on top of this?
Yes. And that still is, hold on, it's 10 feet. I'm going to say, because you are deliberately sort of putting yourself in a difficult position as you're climbing up, I am going to allow it an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
So it's going to go ahead and make that attack. Oh, lovely. I did not code it right. So I'm just going to roll. It gets a 15. What's your armor class again?
I rolled a 4 and got a 15.
Yeah, you're fighting a pumpkin patch, Gale. You're not fighting a pumpkin. It's not a pumpkin golem. It's not a pumpkin Trent. You're fighting an entire whole-ass pumpkin patch. I'm checking no, your AC is 16. So you managed to miss it as this like vine tentacle with a gourd at the end of it crashes right underneath your feet as you scramble up onto the roof, shattering against the wall, but you managed to get up to the top of the roof unscathed. What do you do?
Awesome. I'm going to start shooting the hell out of it.
That is an excellent idea. Roll those beautiful dice.
Yes, and I should get 4 on this go, and then but I don't get advantage on this time. I just get to shoot at
right. And in fact, you get the sense that it knows where you are.
Oh, I'm sure it knows. I'm not in hiding. I'm just up.
Yes, but you're used to being invisible, right? If
I am
there's
used to being invisible. This
I know
is
there's light around though, so
Yeah, this is very frustrating.
But yes,
that
you
I
don't get
cannot be
advantage, but go ahead
invisible.
and roll.
Okay. So we are going to give this a try.
13 is
did
the
miss.
highest you can go without hitting. I'm gonna say that because M is not with us right now, that the inspiration actually went on to you.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll another d8. I want to make sure that character is helpful. So yes,
Okay.
you'll go ahead and deal your damage.
Okay.
That's attack 1. The music,
Pretty solid.
you don't know where the music is coming from because goddamned if you have any idea where Dream is
Where that
actually
damn
standing.
cat is, yeah.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Fucking the fuck up. Come on.
Oh, with max damage?
Get it.
Okay. And then 3. Pace.
Absolutely amazing.
4 or like the third
For another
damage.
19. So I wanna be clear because I don't assume that everyone has math in their head all the time. That thing has now taken 117 points of damage and it is not showing any signs of slowing.
Yeah.
Speaking of
So
which,
and
that
I
last
missed
one's a miss.
on that one. Yeah.
Speaking of which, here we are. It's gonna take 5 attacks.
Mhm.
How do I want to? Who has dealt damage to it so far?
We all have.
All of you
we all
have.
have.
Excellent.
Yeah, we all have.
Okay. So we're gonna start with a tentacle attack on Anton.
It can reach.
Oh wait,
It's got 15-foot reach.
hold on.
Um,
Yes.
Okay.
Let me double check its reach. It's a 20. Yeah, it's a 20-foot reach from where it is. So we're gonna go ahead and make an attack. Grant, I see you. Thank you for being here. I very much appreciate you.
what?
I did not put an attack bonus, I guess. Why do I not see an attack bonus? Plus 11 to hit. Oh, that, okay, got it. So I made this thing, like, on my own. So 25, does that hit?
25?
I'm pretty sure a 25 hits anybody in the
Yeah,
party.
25 hits. Yep. Not even shield would help with that.
So it brains you upside the head with a goddamn pumpkin on the end of a vine.
What type of damage is that?
There's some of it was bludgeoning and some of
bludgeoning?
it was piercing because there are thorns
Okay.
as well. Because of course there
Okay.
are.
But none of it was elemental. Okay.
We are going to attempt to bite Chomper.
Sure.
25.
That'll hit.
Again, that damage resistance. I need you to make me a. Hold on. I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
I have advantage on those.
Yes. Okay, so it bites you, and like it tries to toss you up into the air, and you see its maw open up underneath you. But as you're in the air, you're able to flip down and probably with your next attack, deal some damage. But I got some more tentacle attacks to do, so. Again, each of these is plus 11. Please know your armor class. I fucked this up. Let's go ahead and do another one on Anton. That's a 14. I know that doesn't hit.
That misses, yeah.
Let's do one on Tarl,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 19.
Yeah, that does hit.
That does hit. So we will deal some.
Wait, I thought Taro left their range because they
Am
got
I
the
out
AOP.
of their range? I'm up.
You are up, that's true, but as
You
much
did
as I
you
hate
attacked,
as much
Oh,
as
no,
I
you
hate
attacked them
this.
with- if they didn't leave the threatened range, they shouldn't have gotten the AOP.
Right.
They took on them.
I made an ad hoc ruling there because climbing is necessarily making your making yourself vulnerable. That was
Yes,
not
but
because they were. That was not
attack-
because
but
Taro was
specific-
leaving.
Okay, so
Right,
that
that's
was
fine.
like that was a terrain effect, not an AOP, because
Yes.
AOPs are specifically
Yes.
when you
And
leave the
Taro is
threatened area.
definitely within 20 feet because, and I hate this as a mathematician, but the Pythagorean theorem does not exist in Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll just
Okay.
remind you that the creature is gargantuan.
Yes, the creature is gargantuan, and again, the mini, quote unquote mini that I put on the table is not like all of it. It is, you are fighting
For
the pumpkin
mechanics
patch.
reason.
Yes, I need to put an icon on the board, but I cannot overemphasize the fact that you are fighting the pumpkin patch. So yes, it does some damage. And Tarl, I need, no, never mind, that's fine. One more, let's go to Chomper, since you avoided being eaten. I think you're at a 19, so that will hit. Nope, wrong
I'm at
damage.
20, sir.
Oh, 20, but it still hits.
So it'd be a 23, yeah.
So again, the ground erupts underneath you. Pumpkins are being smashed against each of you. And like the vines are beginning to grow up the building and make their way towards where Terrell is crouching. Up next, it is Chomper's turn.
He will he will hiss something very angrily, and will resume his efforts to attack. He'll first bite attack.
Clever viewers will note that in the chat here, the angry hiss is actually translated.
So first hit.
Absolutely,
Just-
nails it.
Sorry for the second, just rolling. I'm rolling to confirm, not just rolling to confirm if it's a crit or not. And it is not, so.
Okay.
First bites damage. And so that's 13 damage, heal 3 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Second bite deals 10 damage, heals 3 HP.
My God, it tastes so bad though.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to reveal that Chomper is smarter than he lets on. He's going to use the reveal that he drank a potion of fire breathing.
Nice.
And because vegetables do taste better when they're cooked.
That's true.
So he needs to make a dex save, DC 13.
Can you force that? No, because it's an item.
Yeah.
Dex save. Oh, this is gonna go great. Nope.
Cool. So that's 16, and if we're following the normal trend for blights, I'm guessing this thing has a vulnerability to fire.
If only, yes, you're absolutely correct. So that's actually 32 points of damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
And does it light it on fire, or is that
Yes.
a different thing?
You are now fighting a flaming pumpkin patch.
Which means everything's gonna catch on fire.
So like Chomper takes the last, like he bites and then just opens up his mouth and a horrible yellow light spews from his throat and a fireball just hits the thing square in the center mass.
I'm going to take a look at Dream's spells. Let's go ahead and give... we're going to give Tarl again the inspiration, because my God, that damage outburst potential you've got is amazing. So you're going to go ahead and take that D8.
That was 55 damage in one turn, and I gained 6 HP.
Also, yeah, again, this party, I love this party so much. Let's go ahead and we are going to attempt suggestion. It rolls a natural 20 on its saving throw.
Boo.
So,
Unfortunately, it does not like to be told what to do.
Dream is not going to be able to make that kind of effect, but you still get the inspiration. Let's move on. It is Anton's turn.
Let's go cut up some fucking pumpkins.
You feel so goddamn heroic.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's good. I get the 5 temp HP back. Start my turn. Yeah, let's go kill this thing. First attack,
Not quite.
Okay. Second attack. Are you kidding me?
Less quite. Do I smell an action surge?
Yeah,
Am I sensing an action surge out of you?
Let me see.
I feel like there's an action surge coming.
There is. I'm going to use action surge. Come on.
Wow.
Are you
Whoa!
fucking
Absolutely
kidding me?
wow.
Jesus Christ.
And you can hear
There you
Terrell
go.
yelling out, "You seem to be
I
much
gave
more
you a
useful
vicious
on a horse."
weapon. Okay, that's some decent damage though.
Yes. Yeah, and I don't think because the bonus action. Don't think. I don't have anything else that's a good bonus action. I don't think. Nah. So that's gonna be. I think that'll be his turn. Just spitting fucking mad at this thing.
Now, Jen, I want to
Yeah.
draw your attention to something with Tarl because it's a
Okay.
new character to you. This is a creature that is lumbering and does not have a particularly high dexterity score.
Yeah.
You have a second level spell called Fairy Fire
Yeah.
that if you were to light this thing up, it would give everybody, for a number of rounds as long as you kept your concentration, advantage on attacking it. Now,
Okay,
if it
yeah.
if it
That's-
fails its save.
if it fails its save, and
it
it
fails
takes
its
your
save.
action, so you would not be able to attack. I just wanted to let you
Yeah.
know you had the option.
Yeah, no, I had been looking at some of that stuff, which is fine actually. They're doing a pretty good job. Well, Chomper's doing a pretty good job. So yeah, so I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. Okay, so technically I'm still within its range. So I am going to step back to the top of this.
Okay.
So technically that should
That will incur an
do-
attack, yes.
attack of opportunity because I should be out of its range now.
Yeah, it will definitely hit you.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So again, it just this
Fucking pumpkins.
again, you keep getting brained by pumpkins. It's really annoying.
it's very painful.
Yikes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So you managed to creep away from it, but not without some pretty heavy wounds. What do you do?
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on it. So I cast Fairy Fire basically on it, right?
Yeah, you should be able to just drop it on the mini.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
It succeeds.
There. I remembered I took the damage for the hex, so it's still up. I
Right.
had to do a thing.
Yeah.
So it still has disadvantage on strength checks whenever that would matter.
This is what happened to me in another game. This is what happened to me when I tried to cast Fairy Fire. It ends up not working. I gave you bad advice and I apologize.
Oh,
The gourd. Hey, Anton's nice and
kill
close.
me.
Let's bite Anton.
No.
Does an
no.
18 hit Anton?
Not with a shield.
Not with a
which he will
shield.
cast.
Excellent. We'll go ahead and tentacle at let's say Chomper.
That'll hit.
That's a 30.
That hits. I don't care.
No, you don't. That's the great thing about this is you really, really don't. We're gonna go ahead and attack.
Hey, look, Hey, look, he has me below triple digits again.
He'll miss Anton.
Mm-hmm.
It'll miss Anton again. That's 3. One more attack. It's going to begin to sort of move off in this direction. I'm not actually going to move it over Chomper because, we need access to that. But yes.
Can't he move past us?
I'm going to go ahead and accept attacks of opportunity. Yes, this is the terrain. It's not moving past you, it's moving under you. But I will give you an attack of opportunity, each of you, as it moves.
I already used my reaction for shield.
Nice, you hit. Excellent. So it moves. I'm not going to move the. This is a prohibitively large token, so I'm just going to say it moves within range of Tarl, and it's going to take an attack with its last tentacle attack. That'll be a 22. I'm pretty sure hits.
Yes, 19 hits, so 22 probably hits too.
For 24 points of damage. Absolutely gross.
Ugh.
So Tarl is up there and is spitting blood. Tarl is not looking good at all.
No.
It is Chomper's turn.
Cool.
Look at that
last turn worked
gigantic
really-
list of effects on Chomper.
Reckless attack.
So, like,
Reckless
getting out of
attack.
his range didn't do anything. He was still able to hit me.
Yes, but he took an attack
He
doing
moved
it.
to do it. Yeah.
But yes. Again, you're fighting the entire whole ass pumpkin patch.
I know.
Do you
Wow.
just
It
reminding you,
hit.
Jen?
It hit.
A 5 hits.
Just reminding you, Jen. You just because you don't have your innate Gloomstalker thing hiding you doesn't mean you can't take an action to hide.
True.
Which, if he can't see you, I don't know how this thing is perceiving though.
It's possible it has blind sight.
Yeah, but you can
And
still
now-
hide from things that have blind sight, and they
and
still
now
have disadvantage to hit you.
So give it a dex save. DC 13.
Excellent. It's a +0, so I'm just going to roll a die. That's not a 13.
Nope. It will take 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
That
nice.
deserves the sound.
Wow.
Wait, what type of damage was that?
Fire.
So it's 10.
Okay.
So it'll take an extra 5. But yeah, that sucks.
What's hilarious is that it's still an average damage of turn of higher than 30 at this point.
Yeah, it's still ridiculous amounts of damage. I agree. Dream will go ahead and give advantage to Anton this time, or not advantage. The
Inspiration.
thing. And also, let's go ahead and do a healing word at fucking Tarl.
Unfortunately, you can't do both. They're both
Oh,
bonus
they're both
actions.
bonus actions. Crap. Okay, we're gonna do the healing word instead of the inspiration. So we'll do the healing word, and then, invisibility. Is that touch? It is touch. Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Got a cantrip that slows it down, does damage, takes away actions. I don't know.
Okay. She's gonna. I'm sorry.
Dream is he.
Dream. He is going to use Ego Whip. So I need an intelligence save off of this thing.
If
Oh,
Chomper
that's-
ever gets leveled up to 12, I know exactly what I'm giving him.
Even with the -2, it's still.
What's
Hold
what's
on.
Dream save?
Let me check because it's probably
No,
higher than
the
that.
gourd save is at a -2 and it still hit 14.
Yeah, let me really quick. It's charisma, so that's 15, right? Yes, okay, so it fails.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it takes, I believe, disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. And it can make another saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
That's what we needed.
LOL.
We need a debuff.
Anton, it's your turn.
All right.
I'm just saying that it has no dex, and that cold rhyme explicitly says movement is 0.
Yeah. Be his last second level. He's pissed at this thing. Yeah, or no, Cold Rhyme is Constitution save, not Dex.
Then don't, by all means.
Yeah.
don't.
No. Earth Tremor, on the other hand, is the Dex save. So let's do that.
It absolutely fails.
Cool. It gets knocked prone. I don't know if it's immune to that or not.
The whole goddamn place is knocked prone.
Yeah.
I will say you are able to disrupt the form of the sort of entangling vines.
Well, because it's an earth tremor, and also It takes damage and is knocked prone. The ground in the area is loose earth or stone. It becomes difficult terrain until cleared, with each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
I love it.
He goes, fuck this pumpkin patch, and just tears up the earth magically.
So to be clear, at this time, an earthquake is happening.
Yes.
So we are again in a limited time scenario.
Sure.
Because a goddamn earthquake is happening, centered at this place. Yes.
It's just a first level. It's a tiny.
Did you do damage to it?
I did
You
the
did.
damage.
Excellent.
And
it's
if you
prone.
could put prone on it, that'd be great.
I will do that.
And that is an action. No, bonus action. Cool. Bonus action, second wind, getting 18 HP back. Thank you,
Good
baby.
call.
Yeah. All right. And he's going to sit pretty on that.
Awesome. Tarl, don't take my advice. Just shoot it.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
shoot
oh,
it. Yeah,
shit.
that was my plan.
No, it's prone.
No,
You're
prone
going to
means
have
that
disadvantage to shoot
No, I'm
it.
not. Why would I have disadvantage to shoot it?
It's
Because it's prone.
It's a mechanic. When something is prone, it gets ranged
you get
attacks
disadvantage
against
for
it.
range attacks.
This is ridiculous, but it is rules
You
as
know,
written.
with like the crossbow feet and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah,
This
a
is
sharpshooter allows you to ignore cover, but it doesn't change that particular fact right there. You might want to try Fairy Fire again, or you can just shoot with disadvantage. Who knows? You'll probably still hit it.
It does have disadvantage on its saves right now because of the thing
Also
Dreams
true.
did. So if you have something that requires a save, that might be better this turn.
So yeah, like
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of like attacking options here.
Fairy Fire would
as
still be an
well.
excellent choice here because it gets disadvantage on that save this time. Maybe
I
it'll
guess
work this time.
God, I guess I'll try Fairy Fire. Jesus.
Or you yeah.
Okay, roll it again.
Because it has disadvantage.
Wait.
It has disadvantage,
Hey,
so
roll
roll
it.
it one more time.
But you can't force disadvantage though. You have to just roll it again.
No, but I got a 20.
No,
No,
it got a
got
20.
20.
It rolled a 20?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
roll one more
I'm
time.
really confused.
It's
Yeah,
rolling a
it's-
saving throw against you.
Hey.
Okay. I'm like,
Right? Yeah.
all right. So,
So roll. Yeah. One more time, put it on it. Cast it on it.
Okay,
There
it
we
does
go.
fail.
There we go.
So this entire section of the pumpkin patch suddenly alights with
wasn't it already on fire?
it was already on actual fire, and now it's on mystical fire as well. Tell me, and just make it up, what color is the fairy fire that
It's
Tarl?
purple.
It's purple. Yes.
100% purple.
So now everyone else is going to get advantage on attacks, including yourself next turn. Advantage on attacks against this thing. Assuming it doesn't kill you in the meantime. Speaking of
Yeah,
which,
I mean, it's gonna kill me in the mean.
we're
Well,
going
if
to
it's
bite.
Not getting it.
Oh, right. It's prone, right? So
Yeah.
Yep.
does
Really
getting up,
doesn't help that
would take-
Chomper
it's going to
stole
take
my
half its
poison
it's going to take half
bottle.
its movement to get up from prone,
Drained out of
which
it.
is 5
Yeah.
feet. Its movement
Yeah.
is 10 feet. So it will take 5 feet to stand up from prone. That's not provoking anymore, right? That's just Pathfinder.
Mhm.
It's going to
Yeah,
move
yeah.
5 feet downward, which is the rest of its movement.
All right, so it moved back into Anton's threatened area. He's going to opportunity attack against this thing because he's a polearm master.
Do it.
And I get advantage on this, right? Because he's fairy fire.
Because he's fairy fired, yes. You hit, but that was not a good pair of rolls. You should do better. That was much better. Yes.
That'll
Good,
do
that
a little
was
better.
much
Thank you. Yep. All right. Go ahead.
It's going to bite you. It's going to get a 24.
Yeah, I already used my reaction. Yep.
It's going to deal that much damage. And I need from you a dexterity save, please.
Cool. Oh, did it has to attack me at disadvantage. Remember, because of the thing that Dream did? Its attack rolls are at disadvantage.
That's true.
So does it actually hit?
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, that one still does.
Then yes,
Okay.
it does. Good looking out.
Dex save, right?
Dex save, please. You're aiming for a 17. You're
Nope.
not even close. So it surges at you. Yeah, it surges at Anton, and Anton bravely stands his ground with his polearm braced, and bursts a couple of pumpkins
Wait
as
a
it comes
second.
forward.
Wait a second. It took half its movement to stand up, and it's on difficult terrain. It shouldn't have been able to reach him.
Its
If
range.
it has to. Okay.
Oh, we have the difficult terrain.
All right.
It can't.
It didn't have. Does
can't.
it not have to move
It
to
has
do this
it
attack?
has a burrow speed, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it surges forward like a wave and crashes down on Anton. Anton, you've been swallowed by this thing. You are now inside its gullet, and you are feeling the burn of acid begin to sort of overtake your body. Your armor is protecting you from it for the next few seconds, but not for very long. Chomper.
Roar! Nom.
You got advantage.
You got advantage on all of these attacks without having to reckless.
So yeah, first.
Excellent. You absolutely hit. You all have it on the ropes, by the way. You can do this.
Did it take fire damage at the start of its turn for being on fire?
How much was it supposed to take?
I think it's 1d6.
I'm rolling
It's not a lot.
Yeah, but it gets doubled, right?
Yep. And forcing the deck save again. And it's the last time.
The dex save is a 5.
It will take 30 more damage.
Amazing. So it begins to sort of shake. Go ahead.
So that's so that would be 7 damage. So 18 damage plus another 30 damage. So that's a total.
Yes,
no,
I can tell you that you have done a grand total together of 247 damage on this thing. You're just absolutely munching through it.
I'll heal another 6 HP.
Excellent.
I am back up and I am back into triple digits.
Dream is gonna, I guess, shoot it with the bow and with advantage. I did not mean to hit that. There we go. Why did it not? Oh, is it prone again? No, it's
Or
still.
did you not take it?
It's still listed as prone.
Yeah. Didn't take the prone off.
Okay, so one more time. That will hit. Yes. We'll do some damage with the bow. So Anton, you get a full turn. You are inside the gullet though, so you're gonna take some acid damage.
The gullet is a giant pumpkin face?
Yeah, basically you're inside. It's not a pumpkin though. Like, this is not the inside of a pumpkin. This is the inside of something that very much would love to digest you.
Yeah.
Some sort of pumpkin stomach.
So you can take 18 acid damage.
Actually,
what do you do now that you're in here?
Since it's my turn again, I'm going to absorb elements at that.
Awesome.
And have it.
Okay.
And let me just double check what absorb elements does.
Yeah, you should only take 9 instead of 18. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, and then I get to add a d6 of that type to my next melee attack.
Now you are restrained and blinded, so I'm going to go ahead and add those to you.
But sir,
hold on.
it is however eliminated by. It is however eliminated by fairy fire.
That's
the 18 I take should have been reduced by the 5 that I get at the top of my turn from heroism.
Yes.
So I should have only taken 13. Reduced in half is
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. So I should get back 12. So I should be just at 20 damage. Okay. Had to do math.
All good. These things happen.
And so then
what are you up to?
I want to attack it.
Awesome.
So advantage from fairy fire.
Yeah, the advantage from fairy fire and the disadvantage from being blinded cancel each other out. It's a straight roll.
Cool.
Good shot.
Yeah. All right. So it's this damage plus another D6 of acid.
Nice. Go ahead and take your
Uh-huh.
next attack, because
Yep.
total damage is what counts here. You absolutely hit from inside.
Oh. That should have re-rolled that one, did it?
It did, yeah. It was a 7.
Okay. Okay,
You
good.
get 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
So you did. It looks
I
like
did my
over 30.
reaction,
It's
my
going to.
action.
It's going to take a Constitution save.
Yeah.
Its Constitution save is plus 12. It's aiming for a 21 though. Yeah. Okay. So it manages to keep from regurgitating you.
Cool. And
But
then
you're slicing it up from the inside.
bonus action, can I drink a potion?
You can, yes.
I
Wait,
will
no.
drink one
I'm
of
sorry. Drinking a potion is an action.
these. Okay.
It's an action. Yeah, this is not Pathfinder.
And then I think that's my turn then.
Tarl, it's no longer prone and it's fairy fired. All your attacks get advantage. What do you do?
I am going to shoot the F out of it.
Also, it just
Come
ate
on.
your
Your
employer.
paycheck.
My employer, yeah, I would really like to
Client.
get paid.
Client.
So, like,
I
I
feel
do
like
have
I feel like you can do this.
Advantage, yes, advantage.
Yeah, I feel like you can take this thing. Look at
Oh,
that.
Fuck yes, fuck it up.
up.
Amazing. Keep going.
All right. Advantage again. Bloop.
Excellent. You absolutely
Would have
hit.
been nice if it had been 2.
How
like,
would you like
concurrent.
to accomplish this?
Roll the damage. I don't want to know what the damage is.
Oh,
Nice solid 20. Yeah.
So I shoot at it.
This
and-
is clearly a group effort, right? You're all attacking it at once. So let's decide together, what does this kill look like? So you're shooting at it.
Let's say that I manage to rip off shooting at it part of the head mouth structure that's covering Anton. As Anton, like acid, it's up.
Okay, no. The arrow comes through. I see the light out from the exterior fairy fire, and I use that hole to carve through the side.
Yeah.
Chomper.
Yeah.
As the thing is like starting to dissipate, break down, Chomper is just like chomping the last bits of it that move until like it's down to its last piddling scrape of a gourd, and it just bites it, swallowing it whole.
Give me a Constitution save, and I'm going to make you take disadvantage on this.
I explicitly get advantage on Constitution saves.
Excellent. So it cancels
Straight
out.
roll. Straight roll.
18.
Okay. For a moment, like your gorge rises, you've eaten a lot of fucking pumpkin. And like, you're like, but you control it. You control that shit. You ate it. You are going to keep it inside of you, and you managed to. But it's a close thing for a second. You really want to just like eject it, but you control yourself.
He's an obligate carnivore. He shouldn't be eating vegan.
So, and it's still on fire, right? The fire is now spreading a little bit more.
Yes, but it's fairly easy to get under control if that's what you're doing. What are you doing?
Fuck no.
Why on earth would we do that?
Just dripping in undead pumpkin guts. The fuck is this? Is this what the fuck they've been eating? Is that why all those shits were undead?
I've been eating undead pumpkin.
Eight stomps over to this fucking cabin, kicks open a fucking door, looks inside. He bends down, lights a torch off of the flaming pumpkin patch, and starts trying to see what the fuck is going on here.
So you enter, and as you enter the cabin, you note First off, that this room is just one big room. It's not like a sectioned off cabin, and the center of it is dominated by some kind of contraption. And you see that there are pumpkins sort of piled up on one side of the contraption, and on the other side there are these boxes. And the boxes are closed, and the machine is completely incomprehensible to all of you. You have no idea whatsoever what it does. It looks like the most complicated steampunk contraption you can imagine.
How big is it?
It is about we're gonna call it like 20-foot cube. It's pretty big. It dominates the center of this room. It doesn't take up the whole room, and there are workbenches and other such things. Nobody is here that you can see. But this machine has sort of a almost like an automated belt that seems to feed the pumpkin into it.
I reiterate my action. I'm a bite it.
It's metal. You dent it. It's a big hunk of metal.
I'm
Is
investigating.
is it being fed by a conveyor belt?
There is in fact a conveyor belt that leads into the machine. Yes.
Cool. I'm biting that first.
Awesome.
Is the machine on?
No.
Okay.
Give me a strength check. Just a straight strength check. We'll see how much damage you do.
Oh,
13.
So it's hard to find a place.
I'm going to use the inspiration.
Okay.
hey.
What's the inspiration?
It's a D8.
D8.
An 18.
18, yeah.
You are able to. It's hard to find a place that your jaws quite fit around, especially if you aren't like fully raging out. But yeah, you're able to like munch on it for a bit. You're not
like
sure whether it's going to work or not because you're not sure if and how it works in the first place. But you definitely feel like you did something to it.
Once the conveyor belt is broken, I'm just going to start tearing out bits from it, pulling at the belt.
Like Anton thinks about handing him his crowbar and then doesn't.
Given enough time, you can.
Chopper's just going to tear this thing apart.
Yeah, it's. Again, we're talking about a machine the size of a small cottage, right? Like within this log cabin. So that.
Huh? I can't hear you anymore.
It's gone.
We lost audio.
Check.
Yep.
There you are.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's my microphone has some sensitive wiring. So where was I? I got cut off.
Machine the size of a small cabin, and I'm
you're one person. You can do some serious damage to it, but you're not going to be able to reduce it down to component parts because you also know you're in a time crunch, right?
Nah,
the fight was
trying to reduce it. I'm not trying to reduce it to component parts. I'm trying to essentially pull it into two large halves.
I will say you do significant damage to it. I think pulling it into two large halves is a little bit beyond even you.
Well, that's okay.
Anton.
Because Anton would like to pull out his portable hole, lay it in an area, shove it in there, and then we'll close it when it's half in.
Nice.
I'm going to say, not that it matters to you because it's a one shot, I'm going to say that this use of the portable hole will destroy the portable hole because you are essentially overloading it. It will rupture out into whatever dimension that it happens in, and you know this before you do it. So I'm not springing this on you. If you want to use the portable hole that way, I'm totally fine with it, but it will sacrifice the item.
But we will count this machine as destroyed, though.
Cut directly in half with half of it totally gone seems like a reasonable assumption, yes.
Yeah, all right. He didn't pay for the hole.
I will then vomit up a bunch of pumpkin onto it and piss on what remains.
That said, there are still some crates and boxes near the exit conveyor. that are not in the carnage as you bisect this machine using your magical item.
Hand the crowbar to Tarl. Hey, open those up. See what the fuck's in there.
We can assume that Tarl was attacking those crates while Chomper was destroying a machine.
So you pry it open, and you get a very strong. The moment the crate is open, you get a strong smell of cinnamon and nutmeg.
Of course.
And you look down, and the crate is filled with these perfect little mini pies. So you'd say probably about, 30 of them per crate. And now that you've opened it, you're not a vegetarian, but they smell goddamn delicious. And that, my friends, is where we will end for the evening. I think we can hand wave anything that happens after that in the previously.
They burn the whole. They like torches. They just light the whole field.
Yeah, and then make their escape. Do they take the pies with them when they go?
I do take a couple of pies. Yes.
So in the aftermath, just throwing this out there, we're gonna do a very, very short epilogue, and then we're gonna jump into the post-game show. Those of you still with us, ask your questions in the chat, and we will answer them during the post-game show. But we're gonna do a really quick epilogue. Like an immediate epilogue, okay? So, Anton, let's see. You are able to not only brag that you rode a unicorn, but also that you single-handedly cut off the supply of whatever magical pumpkin bullshit was happening here. And we'll do checks later on to see who knows what about what. We'll do that next session. But you are living large and standing tall right now. You don't know what Calder's up to right now, but it can't possibly be as good as what you're doing right now.
Yeah, it's like Anton is thinking in the back of his head with he braided that unicorn hair as they were on the way here, and he has it tucked safely away. That just might be enough proof to secure him as the heir. That's what he's thinking.
Dream vanishes essentially as soon as everything's over. It's a thing that he does. He comes and goes. Tarl, as you begin to make your way back, you probably do your usual thing of ranging forward and backward, and making sure that everything's safe, but also taking some alone time. And you pull out your small bag of holding with its feathered inscription on it.
Yeah.
You open it up and you pull out the special quill and you pen a message to Jarlaxle about how the Orcish army was being eaten, or was eating, what it was that you found, that you will have a sample for him, and that you were able to make some rudimentary sketches of the machine that he was using.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He responds that you will be very, very handsomely rewarded for your efforts, and that you should continue to do what you're doing, but keep an eye, if you can, on the small goblin in the other party.
Which
small goblin? Oh,
the one with the
that's
frog.
not what Tarlaxle says.
The one with the frog.
The one with the frog.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is that Tarlaxle isn't going to know which one is the difference, because Tarlaxle would only know of one small goblin.
Tarlaxle,
That's right. Tarlaxle only know Kretha.
He never met Echo.
He never met Echo. But Jarlaxle thrives on information, and the brawling barbarian brothers are well known at this point.
Yes, but that small goblin had a frog.
Regardless.
So basically, like Tarlaxle, or not Tarlaxle. I keep saying that. That's not.
Yeah, the rich barbarian brothers had a frog with them.
Chomper.
Oh no.
You are as full as you have ever been, But it's so uncomfortable. You have not taken in this amount of roughage, except for that one time when you had to literally eat your way out of like a vine-encrusted swamp.
Oh, he is going to. It's going to come shooting out of him.
Oh, he's going to be miserable.
That is so much fiber.
He is going to be using I'm going to be using my Grim Artisan trait of the Barbarian class, a subclass, to make like weapons out of the remains of that horrible monster.
Absolutely. And it being a very large magical beast, I figure that's a thing that we can do. Jen, you're oh no, yeah, okay. I thought you were frozen. You were just sitting still. Okay. So, I think with that, we have told a fairly succinct and decent Halloween spooky story. It had all of the tropes. It had zombies. It had pumpkins. It had pumpkin spice. I think that all went pretty well. It had a unicorn. Let's go ahead and jump to the post-game show, and we can chat a little bit with our viewers and each other.
And I'll have to head out pretty quickly because I have many, many rats to medicate.